don't need higher standards. You need to actually uphold the standards you already say that you have. I am going to teach you in a few minutes or less how to attract men who meet you with the levels of devotion that you actually desire. This is the work that I teach in Devotion, my playbook that is already helping women to step into self-leadership when it comes to love and men and intimacy, all of that. This has nothing to do with your age. I am 42 years old this year. According to the Red Pill Bros, I should be expired and past my prime. I still attract devotion from men because of this one thing that I'm going to teach you. Has nothing to do with looks, age, any of that. The way that you attract devotion from another is you setting and honoring the standards within yourself. A lot of women stop at step one. They set the standards, they say they have these standards, but they don't follow through. Boundaries is following through with action when your standards are not being met. As I said, it is one thing. A lot of women will stop at that first step. They will get clear on what they want. Yes, I want a man to meet me with emotional availability, to give me consistency. I want to never question anything. I want to know that I am being chosen, blah, blah, blah. But they stop there. They then don't follow through. It is not anyone else's responsibility to uphold your standards but yours. It is your responsibility. Boundaries are about you. It is not about controlling his behavior. If you are trying to control his behavior, you have attracted the wrong man. You're already losing, all right? If you are trying to control someone else, this is about you. The work is you. The patterns that you need to change are about you, nothing to do with him. Boundaries are the action that you take when your standards are not being met. You've already set your standards, but what are you doing to follow through on them? What are you doing when you are not receiving emotional consistency, emotional availability? What are you doing when you are questioning his intentions and you are questioning yourself? You are unsure because he's not giving you clear, consistent messages and behavior and actions, which is what you say you want, right? What are you doing? Are you then spiraling and sending him long ass paragraphs trying to convince him? That's not a boundary. That's not you upholding your boundaries. That is you reaching out to try and change his behavior. That is not you upholding your standards. Upholding your standards is about you and what you do. If you are sending long ass paragraphs, you are trying to change him. You are not in your power. You are not upholding your standards. What you should be doing is focusing on you. Right, when I am not met emotionally, when I am not given consistency, this is what I will do for me. I will pull back. I will regulate myself because in those moments I'm being triggered, perhaps abandonment wounds, whatever it is. I am going to focus on me. I'm not going to send messages chasing him, trying to convince the damn man to meet me where I need. If I'm convincing, what did I say? If you're convincing a man, you've already attracted the wrong man. Okay, you shouldn't be doing any convincing. You should be upholding what you desire, the standards that you say that you hold by following through with action, by pulling away to focus on you and bringing yourself back to you, by coming back to your power. Your boundaries are what back up your words, right? Are what back up your words, the standards that you say you uphold. So if you are not being met, what are you going to do about that? What are you doing with that information? And no, convincing him is not the action that you need here. This is not about you when you are trying to convince him, remember? What are you going to do? You're going to pull away and protect your energy and direct your energy to where you are being met, which is number one, from yourself. Give yourself the emotional availability that you want from a man. If you're not able to give that to yourself, if you're not able to regulate yourself, that's where your number one focus should be. To give that to yourself so you're not desperately seeking that in someone else. You've got to get crystal clear, not just on what your standards are, but on what you are going to do when those standards are not being met, what you are going to do. Every time you stay in a situation where you are not being met, you are telling the universe, bring me more of those men. Bring me more of this emotional availability. Bring me more of this inconsistency. Bring me more of those breadcrumbs because I'm eating them like it's my last damn dinner. That is what you are telling the world. Every single time you stay and accept that behavior, you are showing the world that those were never your standards to begin with. All right? Your standards mean jack shit if you don't actually uphold them. And it's up to you, only up to you, to uphold them, to do the work, to regulate yourself so you can actually uphold them and follow through on what it is you actually want